I would say the challenge around ensuring that number one, it's a real human at the other end of a digital transaction, and number two, that it's the right human. So ensuring an element of identity verification and integrity in that process. Also the problem of delivering digital services at scale in a manner that's cost effective and secure. At Portage Cybertech, we deliver customer identity and access management solutions to solve for the problem of both digital service delivery in a highly self-serve, configurable, scalable way, with the mechanisms to ensure robust identity verification at scale, ensuring that users are who they claim to be and that governments can have trust and confidence that they're dealing with real people at the other end of transactions. I would say in dealing with the public sector clients that we're fortunate enough to have partnerships with, it's seeing the rise over time adoption of services by citizens. So if we're supporting the digital service delivery roadmap of a particular client, that we see that adoption and incremental value delivery over time. We see that what we offer in terms of our products and solutions is delivering real tangible value for clients and, more importantly, outcome for citizens. And we see that through the adoption rates to services delivered through our platforms. I would say for us it's keeping the simple things and doing the simple things right. It's support for open standards, for open data, ensuring that trusted data can be shared and brokered across organizations, public sector organizations. It's employing DevSecOps best practices when it comes to cybersecurity risk mitigation. Wrapped around that, things like accessibility, usability, staying close to the customers, the government enterprise themselves, but also end users, and ensuring we also have a consistent feedback loop and mechanism to ensure that we're incorporating user feedback both from the government and end users into our product roadmap, and can, in a very agile way, deliver upon those feature requests and feature enhancements in the product. So I think all of those things in combination sets us apart compared to what they may need to procure from five or six other vendors separately. Things don't happen quickly. It's very much, as I said earlier, a partnership. We treat all of the partnerships that we have with our individual clients, give them great care and attention based on their own unique situations, the size of their jurisdiction, which is always directly relative to the challenges that they have and the complexity of challenges that they have. We understand, obviously, that governments are not in the business of selling products and services, but rather delivering digital services, and oftentimes in-person service at counters to constituents. They're complex challenges to solve for. I think it's just that. It's the vendor community. It's companies that we can potentially partner with ourselves in terms of enhancing our own products and working with complementary vendors who we can, potentially integrate their offerings, or vice versa. They can integrate our offerings into their own products, mixed with the profile of government stakeholders, from ADMs, CIOs, ministers, right down to policymakers and people at the coalface of delivering digital services to constituents. So exactly the types of people we want to be getting in front of, and then just mixed with I think a very interesting agenda, always with a broad set of topics that are always of interest and really attract a diverse group of people.